in medical examination, it's hard to know its exact meaning. However, we can likely get a general meaning through mythology. In the Rig Veda, there is a god called Aryama. This name is derived from Aryan. He is a god of social organization and laws. He oversees marriages, and is thought in Vedic studies that his name means something like companion or partner. He belongs to the oldest strata of Indo-Iranian myth, featuring generally alongside Mitra and Varuna as one of the Adityas.
Made a sport of his prophets, so far forth that he, being wroth with his people for their great ungodliness, commanded the king of the Chaldees to come up against them, who slew their young men with the sword, yea, even within the compass of their holy temple, and spared neither young man nor maid, old man nor child among them. For he delivered all into their hands. And they took all the holy vessels of the Lord, both great and small, with vessels of the ark of God, and the king's treasures, and carried them away into Babylon. As for the house of the Lord, they burnt it, broke down the walls of Jerusalem, set fire upon her towers. And as for her glorious things, they never ceased till they had consumed and brought them all to naught. And he shall love thee more than thy mother doth. Wisdom exalteth her children, and layeth hold of them that seek her. He that loveth her loveth life, and they that seek to her early shall be filled with joy. He that holdeth her fast shall inherit glory, and wheresoever she entereth, the Lord will bless. They that serve her shall minister to the Holy One, and them that love her the Lord doth love. Whoso giveth ear unto her shall judge the nations, and he that attendeth unto her shall dwell securely. If a man commit himself unto her, he shall inherit her, and his generation shall hold her in possession. For at the first she will walk with him by crooked ways, and bring fear and dread upon him, and torment him with her discipline, until she may trust his soul, and try him by her laws. Then she will return the straight way unto him, and comfort him, and show him her secrets. But if he go wrong with thee with a shrewd turn. Chapter 9. Be not jealous over the wife of thy bosom, and teach her not an evil lesson against thyself. Give not thy soul unto a woman, to set her foot upon thy substance. Meet not with a harlot, lest thou fall into her snares. Use not much the company of a woman that is a singer, lest thou be taken with her attempts. Gaze not on a maid, that thou fall not by those things that are precious in her. Give not thy soul unto harlots, that thou lose not thy inheritance. Look not round about thee in the streets of the city, neither wander thou in the solitary places thereof. Turn away thy eye from a beautiful woman, and look not upon another's beauty. For many have been deceived by the beauty of a woman, for herewith love is kindled as a fire. Sit not at all with another man's wife, nor sit down with her in thy arms. And spend not thy money with her at the wine. Neither hath he given any man license to sin. Chapter 16. Desire not a multitude of unprofitable children, neither delight in ungodly sons. Though they multiply, rejoice not in them, except the fear of the Lord be with them. Trust not thou in their life, neither respect their multitude. For one that is just is better than 1,000. And better it is to die without children than to have them that are ungodly.
All right.
For by one that hath understanding shall the city be replenished, but the kindred of the wicked shall speedily become desolate. Many such things have I seen with my eyes, and my ear hath heard greater things than these. In the congregation of the ungodly shall a fire be kindled, and in a rebellious nation wrath is set on fire. He was not pacified towards the old giants, who fell away in the strength of their foolishness. Neither spared he the place where Lot sojourned, but abhorred them for their pride. He pitied not the people of perdition, who were taken away in their sins, nor the 600,000 footmen, who were gathered together in the hardness of their hearts. And if there be one stiff-necked among the people, it is marvel if he escape unpunished. For mercy and wrath are with him. He is mighty to forgive, and to pour out displeasure. And his mercy is great, so is his correction also. He judgeth a man according to his works. The sinner shall not escape with his spoils, and the patience of the ungodly shall not be frustrate. Make way for every work of mercy, for every man shall find according to his works. The Lord hardened Pharaoh, that he should not know him, that his powerful works might be known to the world. His mercy is manifest to every creature, and they have separated his light from the darkness with an adamant. But much more flagitious and detestable to appear to have slain their... This action would appear wicked in the sight of God, and impious before men, even though they should kill one not related to them, but much more flagitious and detestable to appear to have slain their own brother, by which act the father must be treated unjustly in the son's slaughter, and the mother also be in perplexity while she laments that her son is taken away from her, and this not in a natural way neither. So he entreated them to have a regard to their own consciences, and wisely to consider what mischief would betide them upon the death of so good a child, and their youngest brother, that they would also fear God, who was already both a spectator and a witness of the designs they had against their brother, that he would love them if they abstained from this act, and yielded to repentance and amendment. But in case they proceeded to do the fact, all sorts of punishment would overtake them from God for this murder of their brother, since they polluted his providence, which was everywhere present, and which did not overlook what was done, either in deserts or in cities. For wheresoever a man is, there ought he to suppose that God is also. He told them further that their consciences would be their enemies if they attempted to go through so wicked an enterprise, which they can never avoid, whether it be a good conscience, or whether it be such an one as they will have within their four was resolved on. So they drew Joseph out of the pit, and sold him to the merchants for 20 pounds.
In almost the ha. In the Sumero-Aryan dictionary by Waddell, we read that the word was known to the Sumerians in almost the same sense that it was, and is, known to the Hindus. It is a sacred word, and perhaps to the Lord of Magicians, Enki. Further, the Greek spelling of Enki was Ea, by which he is most commonly known in the European texts which treat of Sumeriology. In the Greek alphabet, Ea would appear as Ha. Ked Ha betrays the essential Sumerian character of that book. After the initial testimony, we come to the chapter entitled Of the Zone and Their Attributes. Zone is, of course, a Greek word and refers to the planetary or heavenly bodies, for they are zoned, or having set courses and spheres. They are also known as such in the Chaldean oracles. The spirits orbit their own number. Kenneth Grant, author of Aleister Crowley and the Hidden God, may be interested to know, or may already know, that the number of the Sumerian goddess of Venus, hence of love and war, is 15. In many of the ancient tablets of that period, she is actually referred to as the 15, as a shortcut to spelling out the whole name in cuneiform, we assume. Grant made much of the goddess 15 in his study of Crowley's system, as related to Tantricism, without mentioning the name by which this goddess is quite well known, or even mentioning her native country. After the chapter on Zone, we come to the Book of Entrance, which is really a system of self-initiation into the planetary spheres, and may have something to do with the planetary arrangement of the steps of the ziggurats of Mesopotamia, which were 7-storied mountains. Not much is revealed to the potential after are said not to care what they watch, save that they follow orders. They are somewhat mindless creatures, but quite effective. Perhaps they correspond to Lovecraft's Shoggoths, save that the latter become unwieldy and difficult to manage.
Look, you don't understand. We appear like we're like unwise and like, you know, unknowingly and that kind of thing because we are inside of our mind. We are inside of our mind. Okay? When you judge us like that without any evidence whatsoever, you're outside of your mind. You are out of your mind. Literally out of your mind. That's a bad decision, okay? So that's why these watchers are like what they are. They seem mindless. Because they're not minding you. They don't mind you. Okay? But when actions become actions, they're going to mind you. and then God's woman will gird up her loins, and he will come down to you, who's a she, and yeah, that won't be good for you because you're outside your fucking mind, acting against that which did nothing to you.
Sao chị on chứ không xem. Người là mình đâu qua đi thôi. Đừng để lời rơi, còn động trên lần mê.
You are my obsession.
Hey guys, happy Friday. So we are about to start Pagan Happy Hour. Today we'll be discussing the pagan perspective on ghosts and the paranormal.
Yeah.
So grab yourself a drink and come join me live.
It's a ghost. Are you men ready for your first day of fucking princess school, you fucking princesses? Get down on all fours, suck it down, spread those cheeks, fucking beat it off on both sides. You ready? Ooh.
Here are some items that you can ask for on your next long-haul flight. Not all airlines carry it, and not all cabin crew will give it to you. So remember to be nice. And it never hurts to ask.
Give it to me.
Super stylish airplane
Oh,
socks.
my feet are filthy.
I think a lot of you need this. Earplugs.
Oh, put some
Toothbrush,
metal bars in
toothpaste.
your ears.
Ladies, sometimes
Clean it
it's
up
an
with
emergency.
Orbit.
We do have feminine products on board.
You're bleeding.
We sometimes carry children's amenity kits
Yeah,
to keep them
little
entertained
kid has
during their
that
flight.
fun. Yeah,
Many of you have asked
kindergarten.
this as well. If you want a second meal, just wait until we finish our service. And then most likely, if we have meals left over, we're more than happy
You're not
to
done
give you a
seconding.
second.
You're not done seconding
Here
yet,
are
but
some
I
items
know
that you
you
can
want
ask
seconds.
for on your next
Second
long-haul
it.
flight. Not all airlines carry it, and not all cabin crew will give
Your
it to
feet
you.
are
So
filthy.
remember to be nice, and it never hurts to ask. Super stylish airplane socks.
Styling.
I think a lot of you need this. Earplugs.
Put some metal
Toothbrush,
bars in
toothpaste.
your ears.
Ladies, sometimes it's an emergency. We do have feminine products on board.
You're all
We
ladies.
sometimes
All of you
carry
are ladies.
children's amenity
And you're all little
kits to keep
princesses,
them
so get
entertained
some
during their
toys.
flight.
Yay.
Many of you have asked this as well. If you want a second meal, just wait until we finish our service. And then most likely, if we have meals left over, we're more than happy to give you a second.
Get that second fucking meal. Get second, thirds, and fourths. Spread those cheeks, baby. Open that mouth, open wide. Beat those dicks off. Beat those dicks off. You already do beat those dicks off because you love beating those dicks off. You are a little fucking princess slut. I don't know why, but you are, so it just is what it is.
That something is to alpha que to omega, or the alpha and the omega, means that something is very important. That if you have this, you also have everything in between. So the alpha and the omega of writing Greek is practice. It's a cliche, but it's true. Do you know what Greece is called in Greek? Many people might think it is, well, Greece. It isn't, and in the next lesson, we will learn how to write it. See you in the next Alphabet Made Easy lesson. Yahara!
Nice. Yo, nice knife, dude. Holy shit. This FLIP, short for Floating Instrument Platform. It is owned by the United States Navy and is used as a platform for researching the behavior of sound waves underwater. It was launched in 1962, so it's been in service for over 58 years. In order to have accurate measurements, the platform has to be stable. In other words, it cannot move up and down like the conventional boats do. FLIP has large ballast tanks in the stern, which allows it to be erected vertically in the water. It is 108 meters long and can be flipped to a 90-degree angle in about 30 minutes. A 9-meter wave only causes FLIP to move 90 centimeters vertically in the water column. Although this is the size of wave it was built to withstand, FLIP can cope with swells of up to 24 meters. The platform has accommodations for 11 researchers and 5 crew, with supplies lasting up to 30 days. FLIP is free.
There you go. It's the same thing. There you go. It's no trick here. Now let's find the corona disease. As you can see, the coronavirus. Let's find it as on this chart right here, because you know already, I told you already, they change shit for the next generation. You see it? Take a look. This is the coronavirus right here. You see it? You see it? What it say across from it? It says the common cold. You see that? They say it's a new virus. Start from in China, somewhere in China, where they got seafood and livestock. It's the same thing. There you go. It's no trick here. Now let's find the corona disease. As you can see, the coronavirus. Let's find it as on this chart right here, because you know already, I told you already, they change shit for the next generation. You see it? Take a look. This is the coronavirus right here. You see it? You see it? What it say across from it? It says the common cold. You see that? They say it's a new virus. Start from in China, somewhere in China, where they got sea.
Zoinks! It's the gay blade! Somebody to heal, somebody to know, somebody to have, somebody to hold. It's easy to say, but it's never the same. I guess I kinda
They're only dangerous if you're stupid enough to poke them. Now you would think that's common sense, but because these sharks stay perfectly still, scuba divers think it's a good idea to touch them, and that makes these sharks go from mannequin challenge to homicide. Luckily attacks are rare, and as long as you're not an idiot, this sea carpet won't fade you. Good thing too, cause there's a shark in this picture and he may not be an angel, but he'll turn you into one. Here's everything you would ever need to know about pangolins. It's the only mammal with scales and are made of the same stuff as your fingernails.
Alright, is my wife paying?
Wife?
Wife. I wasn't going to, but I am now.
Yeah?
Yeah, I am. How much is it? Actually, I don't care.